Okay, guys. So, not sure if you know, I've been looking at this, but D.R. Horton now has a class action lawsuit filed against them for the way that their homes are built. And we're going to watch a video to see what happened here.
The outside walls, they're using cardboard and putting bricks on top of that, almost 4 inches away from the house. And you cannot put cardboard and you cannot put bricks on top of cardboard.
And look, we have an example over here. This huge gap between the house. And he said, I'm gonna let you talk.
The bricks are supposed to be connected to the house, not 6 inches away on cardboard. And what's gonna happen, anybody hits that wall or wind comes, it's gonna knock the whole wall down. It's gonna knock the house down too.
So, wow. Okay, so oh gosh, I can't even get out. So what they're referring to as cardboard is called thermoply. It is a type of exterior wall sheathing that builders use, and I'll just say most likely production builders use or went to when the lumber prices went up as a way to cut cost. I actually hate this material. I would not want my house built with this material, but the way I've never seen people put bricks on a house like that. So he's absolutely correct in that statement. Wow. So we'll keep watching.
There's no support there. This here is all cardboard. That's all cardboard right here. And the bricks are around this far away from the house.
So I don't know if you can see, but this right here, these are their ties, essentially is what they call them. But a lot of builders started using this and they stopped using this because they were failing so many inspections. Because if that tie and the nail is not correct, if it's not installed properly, then no true inspection department should pass you. I know that builders I was working with stopped using it because they were failing inspections left and right, and we couldn't move past that spot, so we had to go back to wood, which I like the best. Most builders use an OSB, which is an oriented strand blend, or some builders use like plywood, but this material here I do not recommend. But I'll just let this go on.
Away from the house. What is supporting the wall here? Nothing but inside just sheetrock and that's it. This house is going to collapse when a hurricane comes.
Look at this. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, this is
That very much can happen.
cardboard.
Oh, wow.
Look, this hole
Wow.
that we noticed. There's more holes throughout. This is the outside structure of the home. Literally, that is literally it. Not even wood, literally just cardboard.
They don't want to spend no money on wood because the wood is so high, so they give you cardboard.
Exactly. He's exactly right. And to play devil's advocate for the builder, when lumber prices went up, it was almost devastating to any builder's bottom line, whether you're an independent builder, production builder, whatever the case may be. It was devastating to the bottom line. To put it in perspective for everyone, we've experienced gas prices going up. So we were paying $3 for a tank of gas, a gallon of gas, and now we're paying about $4 for a gallon of gas, right? And we're all like, "Oh my gosh, it's going up." Now imagine that same scenario in gas prices, but for wood. If a builder was paying $3 for gas, and now they're paying $7.50. Right? So that was like the correlation of how much lumber prices affected building costs. Is just imagine going from $3 of gas to $7 of gas. That's what builders experience. And that's why they started looking for alternatives to wood and lumber. And this was one of them, and I hated it.
And people don't know the difference, so they think they got it made. A hurricane comes, going to knock this house down. Anybody in this house will be getting hurt. Because it's cardboard and you got the bricks 6 inches apart away from the house. Even the studs inside are so crooked off the walls.
Right here. That's what he's talking about. That's what he's meaning. This is literally cardboard. That's going to be the outside structure. There's no wood. This is the D.R. Horton home. This is literally, and this is my house, by the way, that I'm in.
So in this, she does mention that she's going to get out of her contract because something like this was going viral. Like, they probably would have let her out of her contract. A lot of production builders are using this. Like I said, I don't recommend, but in order to move on to the next phase, if you're in a city or a municipality that actually cares about inspections, like the one I was in, they very strict. That kind of thing would never have gotten passed. They would never been able to brick up the house with it in that condition. So just as a caution to you guys, like, that normally doesn't happen. But this was in Texas somewhere, so not sure what the inspection departments look like there. But where I am specifically, that would have never gotten passed.
But after today, no more. This is it. This is the outside structure.
You can't sell that, right? So if you're a broker or an agent looking at this, like, how can you can't sell that. It's very tough. It's very tough because it is not wood. It is a manufactured product, and it gets the job done. It protects from installation, but again, if you don't do it correctly, then it will fail because it's so tight on what you can do and what you can't do that sometimes is not even worth it. That's why a lot of builders stop using it, because the failed inspections and having to go back and redo it, they might as well just pay the money to use plywood and get it done correctly.
And there's more little holes everywhere.
I want to scoot back though to this one thing. Right here. Let's see. Right there. That is way too low to the ground. So if you ever have a fuse box that is that low to the ground, you need to request that someone come in and fix it. That is so many issues can happen. Just so many. It should be at least a foot higher, or maybe even 2 feet higher. I'm not an electrician, but I know just by sight that is way too low to the ground. Way too low to the ground. Water damage. You can bump it with your car. Like, there is so many things that can happen to that, why that should never pass inspection. So I would go to say that, not to say that the builder is at fault, because they should be watching for these things, but more so the inspection department for this particular city is just at fault for this woman's house being built that way. Like, seriously, like, there's no inspector that should have passed any of the electrical, the structural, the framing, none of that. Like, this is also an inspector's problem as well. Gosh. Whew. Aren't y'all glad y'all have me? I may start doing these more often. Send them some stuff and I'll look at it. I'm not a builder, but I know a lot about new construction.